Welcome to the Pattern Recognizer. Most people are running programs they never chose. Patterns inherited, programmed, and unconsciously repeated. Today we expose one of those patterns, see exactly how it works, and discover the precise shift that can set you free. Let's begin. Most failures, most slow collapses in love, money, and creativity. They're not dramatic, they're small, quiet refusals. Picture a faucet. Turn just a fraction from the open position, coughing out a thin stream forever. You keep calling it not enough, while the valve sits only half closed. Here's the promise. I will name the pattern the closed valve and give you one precise daily shift you can use immediately to restore real flow, no fluff. A clear practice, 4 minutes, that begins to reprogram the gate you habitually keep shut. The closed valve is the habit of withholding permission from yourself, not traumatic sabotage, tiny denials that compound, saying no to rest because you deserve productivity, saying no to praise because you feel unworthy, saying no to money, to help, even to joy, because somewhere you learn to earn your right to receive. These micro-refusals lock a mechanical gate inside you, and over years it becomes automatic. Let's map the wiring. Psychologically, the closed valve is woven from shame, conditional worth, and role contracts. A child who hears, "we don't spend on ourselves," ties value to scarcity. An identity forms. Only the dutiful, the useful, the punished are acceptable. That identity erects a gating reflex. When reward or rest approaches, an internal voice whispers, "You don't deserve this," and action retreats. The reflex is fast, older than your reasoning, and it protects the story that kept you safe once. Now, the esoteric architecture. Imagine a torus, a donut of flowing energy. In a healthy system, the central channel moves freely, circulating, giving, and receiving in a continuous loop. The closed valve pinches that inner channel inward, folding the torus so the flow collapses toward the center. In sacred geometry terms, the field closes. In numerology, you can read 3 sealed thresholds: permission to receive, permission to rest, permission to accept praise. Hermetic and Gnostic praxis call this self-authorization, the sovereign right to permit yourself. When that is sealed, the cosmos compresses into scarcity at the point of contact between you and life. The reframe you need is precise. Withholding is a symptom, not a virtue. It is not strength to refuse nourishment. It is an old strategy for survival. Healthy boundary is a conscious, chosen in service of clarity. The closed valve is an automatic, identity-based, reflexive, habit-driven, and often masquerading as humility or duty. The choice point is small and immediate. Notice the reflex, label it, and permit yourself to choose differently. That is where freedom begins. Here is the practical daily shift, the 4-minute open circuit. Do this each morning or any time the valve feels stuck. Think of it as a short ritual that rewires authorization. I'll walk it through step by step. Step 1, 60 seconds. Breathe attention to the sternum center. Sit or stand. Place a hand on your sternum. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Feel the chest pulse. As you breathe, say silently, "I am here." This locates permission in the chest, the anatomical seat of reception and courage. Step 2, 90 seconds. Name one permission aloud. Keep it tiny. I permit myself to receive a compliment today. I permit 1 hour of rest. I permit an offer without immediately negotiating it down. Speak it firmly, without explanation. Let the words land. If resistance arises, name the resistance. I hear a voice that says I don't deserve this. Then restate the permission. The vocalization trains the nervous system to accept truth it has rejected. Step 3, 60 seconds. Take a receiving stance. Hands open, palms up, shoulders relaxed. Imagine your chest is a doorway that stays open. Breathe into the openness. Feel the metaphor. The valve shifts from closed to steady, full flow. Finish with a 30-second anchoring symbol. Place your fingertips together or touch your collarbone and choose a small image. A golden circle, a blooming seed, a light at your sternum. That symbol becomes your cue to remember permission during the day. How this rewires. Small permissions interrupt conditioned loops. Naming a permission engages prefrontal cortex, language and conscious choice, while the breathing and posture reset the limbic gate. Repeat the open circuit daily and you build new muscle memory. When an opportunity arrives, the gating reflex pauses long enough for a deliberate choice. Energetically, the torus unpins and flow recalibrates. Behavior follows, slowly at first, then with increasing confidence. One shift changes everything because you stop feeding the old program. A word of caution. This practice can surface heavy material, old guilt, grief or trauma tied to receiving. If you feel flooded, pause the ritual and seek a trained professional or somatic practitioner. This is a clarifying tool, not therapy. Also remember, opening permission is not reckless openness. The open circuit increases your capacity to choose. Discernment remains central. Try the 4-minute open circuit today. Visit patternrecognizer.com/open-circuit to download the practice card and leave one sentence about what opened for you. Your note helps me see the patterns in the field and refine the work, and it reminds you you've moved something. That is the pattern. That is the mechanism. And that is your shift today. If you're ready to decode the full architecture of your life, explore my complete library at Desmarques.com. The pattern is the prison. Awareness is the key. See you in the next episode.